Several weeks now, a large circular craft has been circulating the globe. We didn't know what purpose this creature or being had. And the Martian also didn't know what sort of reception he would receive. He was curious. He had been monitoring and hearing news about this thing called AI. One day he was too busy, and he had to land his craft in the middle of Central Park. Landing in Central Park, he decided he had a mission. He was going to learn about this thing called AI. In this video, we are going to take the man from Mars approach to learning AI. And what we did was we went to 3 different AIs and actually asked for help. Here's the prompt. I want an outline for 30 minutes YouTube video. Man from Mars learns AI. Include types of AI, my 3 AI skills, and more approaches to learning AI, such as not relying on AI history, but taking daily notes in the beginning so as not to lose our findings. Now, one way to do that is to go and first we went to GPT-4, which is one of my favorites. I used Voila. This was the output from Voila. That's AI number 1 that we went to. Next, we went to Gemini, and this was the output from Gemini with the same input, same prompt used. A little bit about a hook and introduction, which is what we're doing right now. And then lastly, we went to Poe, and in Poe, I used Claude. And this is what Claude gave me. A little different than the other ones. Now we're going to stick to the presentation as given by GPT-4. And then after we're done, I'm going to show and explain some of the differences that I have in this whole methodology of man from Mars approach to AI. And also, I will show where AI and I differ and why AI is not going to take over the world like everyone thinks. But that is not to say that people that have learned AI won't have the advantage over people that have learned AI. And that is why it is so important to learn AI today. Well, here, the man from Mars, he approaches, and the definition of AI, it's simple. It's artificial intelligence. It is a computer program and nothing more, nothing less. You could expand that, and there's several different definitions. There's 3 types of AI basically talked about today. Narrow AI, which is simple examples like Siri and Alexa, and you can go into subsets of even Alexa depending on which device you're using. I don't use Siri. And then there's general AI, which is conceptual and potential, things like GPT and things where you would large language models. And then there's super intelligent AI, future probabilities, ethical considerations. One of the things people are very concerned about is the way that these AIs are trained, what data they are fed, what confidentiality they have. I recently read an article in Wired magazine, and that article was all about how you can take your data off of AI and how difficult it is once you've given information to the AI to get it out of the database. Now, the truth is once you connect to the internet, you're pretty much at risk. I'm not going to candy coat it. I'm not going to lie. The fact is, as soon as you put that wire into the back of your computer, there are bad agents that have access, and they might get into your computer. So have some good protection. So there's AI in a nutshell. Computers, things that can think. And what I also asked of all three models were skills. Now, with ChatGPT 4.0, we came up with skill number 1, which is data analysis. Description: what is it and why is it important? Data analysis, it's basically analyzing whatever metrics, and metrics are like, say, if you had people come to a store and they how many of them looked at a product before they bought it, things like that, and what's your profit margins. Bottom line is, how much are you in the black or are you in the red, and is it profitable to stay in business? That is data analysis. Or, as we have down in Imperial Beach area, which is near where I live, is what is the pollution problem that we're having with Mexico? But we're not going to get into that. But that's data analysis. And those were some sample data analysis. I could show you an example with Python, but Python is not my language of choice. As a matter of fact, I don't even go down this route with AI, because this is more of a almost making AI, if you ask me. Now, skill number 2 is machine learning. Another one that is a skill, but and yet this is more of something that I would consider a skill that would be required of someone to make their own AI. And the skill is machine learning. Basic principles of machine learning is run a machine through a task and it learns how to do it. And to make it more complex would be to have a machine go through a task and learn a new skill, be presented a new problem, and actually learn from there. Training a basic model. So skill number 2 is actually making a basic model, AI, or actually developing your own model with an existing AI. Neural networks is skill number 3. Overview of neural networks is basically thinking computers. And we like to think that they think, but the truth is that a computer doesn't think. It runs through programs and it can narrow down statistical analysis, and it can answer questions. But what it is doing is no different than what a human does when they're faced with a problem. What is the least detrimental response to give? What is the best response to give? That is what, and that's going to go through a logic tree just like a human would. And sometimes it would get it right, and sometimes it would get it wrong. Okay, so there's skill number 3, and neural networks. Now, approaches to learning AI, we could have hands-on practice. That is one thing that I am a big advocate for. Hands-on practice. Go out there, dig yourself deep into AI, immerse yourself in AI. And they're saying the importance of coding and experimenting. That's what the AIs experience and think of as immersing. And yes, but that's actually developing an AI. That's not learning AI. And resources, online courses, and coding platforms. Google is an excellent source, and you can go and get a lot of information. And I start with the AI myself. Daily notes and documentation. Keeping a learning journal is a good idea with AI. And the reason for that is you can't always rely on history. And if you notice, that is what I gave in the prompt. So I'm basically getting back from the AI in learning with the AI concept of man from Mars is regurgitating back what we told it. Benefits of tracking progress and findings separate from the AI is if you have trouble with the AI, or even some AIs didn't. When I initially started using one of my AIs, it didn't have a history tracking. Now it does. Project-based learning. Creating small projects to apply knowledge. Small projects to apply knowledge. We could have, for example, voice notes. That is very specific, and there's a specific AI component within voice notes that will do limited AI functions. And here's Gemini and Poe, which is basically a smorgasbord of AI. And it'd help if I showed them all. Here is voice notes again. And this is a limited AI. And then a little bit more specific would be Gemini. And then even more specific than that is Poe, which is more of a AI smorgasbord. You can go and explore different types of AI. This is a really good option. And based on project-based. And then we have community and collaboration. The community collaboration, for example, we have joining AI communities and forums. One of the AI forums that I have joined is Talk of Tools. Take a little while to pull that one up, but Talk of Tools, we actually have a forum within Talk of Tools, which is designed for talking specifically about AI. So here we are on Talk Tools, and we just go AI to search, or the AI universe, visual representation. This is a new post right here that was done by the community and forum that I am in. And well, let's see, spaces. Generative AI, there we go. And the other one was this one, which was on a page that I get when I come in. But right now we're into the AI page, which has nothing but information about AI and different AIs from different posts, from different users, and comments by all of us. And that is one way to learn AI, and actually to also learn of AI platforms. And we can participate in hackathons and group projects. We don't really have group project hackathons on Talk of Tools. There is one of the things right there. Now, some common pitfalls to avoid from GPT-4 is not relying solely on AI history. Okay, that's a pitfall. Focus on current trends and technologies. And they're saying that also the importance of staying updated on recent advancements in AI. And that is so awful. It's so awfully true. AI is just expanding at exponential rate at the moment. You're going to find that almost every program that you own that is connected to a computer or a phone will have some sort of AI component to it. Not to say that it's all good, but it's there. And AI is not the way of the future. It is here now, and it is here to stay. Importance of staying updated on recent advancements. One, you don't want to be caught behind the power curve on AI. Also, some AIs make mistakes. Well, actually, all AIs make mistakes. Some make more mistakes than others. You want to know about that. You want to know the weaknesses of AIs. You want to know their strengths. You want to know, are you being charged too much for your use of AI? Are you being charged not enough and not getting the product that you want? There's all sorts of ways and many different flavors. Balancing theory versus and practice. Understanding the theory behind AI concepts, applying theory in practical scenarios. I think what they're talking about there is the problems that people are having with AI in fear factor, which is false emotions appearing real, being that they are so worried about an AI and the exposure that they have to AIs. And there is one way to protect against AIs, and that is to not use the internet. And there actually are people that still don't. Now we're recapping the main points of this is that AI is a powerful tool. And I'm also going to go over some of the areas where I differed after we're done. Okay, stay tuned. This is still not even close to done. Call to action is that you should learn AI. If you don't the person getting your job will. So learn AI, especially if you're young. And not only that, AI is not something to be feared. It's not out to take your job. It's out to help you if you look. Just open your eyes to AI. And some final thoughts, we're going to have those in a minute. Now, let's get into some of the points where I differed. First and major most one is the whole thing with AI skills. Here's the link to my 3 top AI skills to learn, which is basically how to talk to an AI, how to get a picture from an AI, and how to get script from an AI. And one of the things that you really will find out quickly as soon as you get into playing around with AI, skill number 1 is the most important. How to talk to an AI, because a lot of people are coding with AI. Yes, coding. But the problem is that a lot of they don't realize, well, the guys who do this now realize it very quickly, is AI is not going to be 100% correct. So if you are having AI doing something factual for you, you better have that factual noggin up in your head too, or in your research, because you cannot just take an AI product and plug it out to the community. I'll give you an example. I have an AI product, YT Copycat, which I reviewed not too long ago. And I'm using it in an ethical manner, only on my own videos. If I'm going to be using it for production purposes, and I might use it on somebody else's video off of research purposes. In other words, for my own use. Now, there was a video that I had, and the AI read all the dialogue, but even though it was in proper English and an English-speaking person would pick it up, the computer did not. And there was a mistake, a major mistake. So I corrected it and went on. But the thing is I had knowledge and I could correct it. Now, if I was coding with AI, I'm not a coder. And a person who does code would have to know and be able to spot the errors. If you don't know how to code and you rely on AI to do coding for you, you can see where the difficulty is. So there is one of the things. So this is my 3 skills to learn about AI. Another problem with AI is that, notice I have include types of AI. Now, by types, I was talking actual, Claude, Gemini, and what they they went to a very broad thing with narrow AI, general AI, and super intelligent AI. And really thinking about this isn't really showing how smart the AI is, because why not give me a whole bunch of examples of each one? There's hundreds of AI out there, folks. And AI also cannot, it's not self-aware. So an AI can't tell you what version it is. You just have to know that for yourself. There you have it. My learning AI using the man from Mars concept. What would the man from Mars do if he landed in Central Park and he wants to learn AI? Personally, I don't think he's going to do the same thing that the AIs actually suggested. I think he's going to just go in there by himself and AI and then learn how to talk to it, or go and use one of the free AIs such as Gemini or Claude. It actually has some free versions. Poe is free. There's ways to use it without even signing up. There's just numerous ways to find out about AI, but the most important thing is learn how to talk to an AI. If you haven't gotten that from this presentation or my other presentations, you will know that that's one of the most important things, is to learn how to talk to an AI. I'll give you a case in point. I talk to my Echo Dot all the time. I know how to get the exact song that I want, even though I'm not paying for Amazon Music. There's a trick to doing that. Well, thank you to everybody. Have a great day, and thank you to Replay Crew. Love you all. Bye.